two very different countries,
Yes.
and Myanmar has had lots of political change in the recent years. It's, as you know, we were saying earlier, the G20 countries, they might be wealthy, but do the wealthy people
Want to
are
share.
always sharing their wealth is a point. And also, you know, that is affected by the culture of giving. Myanmar, very interestingly, has a very, very strong culture of giving. Most of the people there are followers of Theravada Buddhism.
Buddhism, right.
And therefore, in Buddhism, dana is, you know, dan to the Sangh is a very common thing. People do that on an ongoing basis, and therefore we saw 91% coverage there.
All right, let me also get an idea from Adam. Adam, are you there? All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, Adam. Adam, we were just trying to understand the data, the logistics of what we just saw there as far as the World Giving Index report was concerned. The United States and Myanmar, ironically, are at number one, despite being completely different economies. So what Meenakshi said was very interesting. The culture of giving. Now, so does that culture of giving, does it also, is it also there in the United States, or is it just that they feel good about themselves to give? What do you think is the reason?
That's an interesting question. Obviously, it's very difficult to kind of get to the bottom of how a culture of giving comes about. But I mean, in the US, they have a very strong culture of giving, which in some ways is related to religion as well, like in Myanmar. But it's also, I think, on a very deep cultural level. I think we have this idea that giving is associated to wealth, and certainly you have to have some resources to be able to give them away. There is a relationship, but we can see from our data clearly that even countries that are developing or in transition, it's possible for people to give some small amount of money for charitable causes. So I think we need to think differently about charitable giving and philanthropy, and to be more inclusive, and I think this data really bears that out.
Right. What was really interesting was that developing and low-income countries, I mean, we saw Sri Lanka, we saw Trinidad and Tobago, we saw Malaysia. I mean, these are countries that are the most giving. And I think that was very, very interesting. And you had very rich countries which are nowhere there in the top 20, countries which are part of the G20 which are not there. So it's basically all in the heart, isn't it?
Yeah, a society can be rich, but wealth doesn't necessarily make society healthy. Right. I think when you have a strong giving culture, that says very good things about the health of society. People are generally happier and more contented when they give. And I think a country is healthier when people are trying to look after those that do not have resources. So I think it can be taken as, to some degree, a sort of health check of a country's confidence. So those countries that have high degrees of giving despite wealth, I think that bodes well for the future of their development.